Proposals don't have a time limit. It is possible you and your partner could have been dating for a long time, maybe 5 years or more. It is also possible that your partner is someone you recently met, but what matters most is that you're truly comfortable with that person when he or she plans to propose to you. There are so many signs we look out for when you feel your spouse is about to propose to you. Number 1. They act nervous around you. Your spouse is going to act nervous around you, especially when they want to do something as important as proposing to you. It requires a lot of strength, thinking, and willpower for a spouse to think about popping the big question on you accepting to their spouse. So the moment you begin to notice your partner acting nervously or strangely around you, especially when you know they are usually very relaxed around you, then it could be an obvious sign that he or she wants to propose to you. You must, however, read between the thin line of knowing if your partner truly wants to make a big move in proposing to you and knowing when he or she is truly nervous about a situation he or she is facing. So, when your partner acts nervously around you in a good way, then it could be an indication that he or she wants to propose marriage to you. They could be nervous not knowing how you would react. They also act nervous because they are taking a big step and making a bold decision in committing to you through proposing marriage. All this gets your spouse emotionally worked up and nervy. It is, however, important that you don't help influence the decision in any way by forcing or coercing your spouse to propose to you. If they're willing to take you to the next level by proposing to you, it should be of their own volition and will. If the person truly loves you, he or she will do the needful in due time. Number 2, they become secretive. When you notice your partner begins to get overly secretive about things he's open on with you, then it could be a sign that he or she is planning to propose. They act secretive about their phones and gadgets. They are secretive about where they are and what they're doing because they plan on surprising you when they want to propose to you. You might notice they will begin to pull a disappearing act on you. This is because they are making special arrangements to announce their proposal to you. However, you should not be alarmed about such behavior if you truly trust and love your spouse. This is what makes you sure your partner has no ulterior motives towards you, but rather loves you. So when your partner becomes secretive, then it shows that he or she is about to pop the big. 3. They reduce how they spend. The moment your partner begins to spend less on things and starts to save up cash, it could be an indication that they are getting ready to take a big step, and that is proposing to you. Spending less does not mean your spouse is acting frugal or stingy. It only means they're making arrangements that may be expensive for you and hence the need to reduce how they spend. Of course, they spend less on themselves because they are willing to be committed. They know they have to make you comfortable, hence they begin to prepare for things that will accommodate both of you. For example, they look for newer accommodation when they know their space is too small to take both of you, and eventually when you get kids. They also have to get larger sizes of beds, better kitchen equipment, and so on. They know they have to make sacrifices, and they're willing to go the extra mile in saving and cutting costs, just so that they can be prepared and you have accepted to be their spouse. This shows how willing and committed they are to you, and how ready they are to take that decision in being with you forever. This is one genuine sign that shows he or she is ready to propose to you and make you marry them. Number 4, they begin to include you in their future. Another sign that shows your partner is about to propose is when they always talk about you in their future. They make plans that involve both of you all the time. You are part of their goals and purpose. They use the word we instead of I. It could be an inkling that they want to marry you and propose to you soon. When they begin to put you in their plans more often than before, then it could mean they are presumably going to propose soon enough. They ask you personal questions on where you both want to live, where do you see yourself in a couple of years, if you truly love them, and how serious you are about your relationship with them. All these questions are just to affirm if you truly love them and to make them feel secure in knowing they're doing the right thing in wanting to propose and make you their spouse. Number 5, they become closer to your family and friends. This is one obvious signal that your spouse is about to propose. They become very close to your family, presumably your sister or brother, and friends, just to nip so much vital information about your likes and dislikes, your best food and your best vacationing spot, your choice in music, and what your best gifts are. They also get close to your family so they can collude with them in making your proposal a lovely and a surprising one for you. They also go out of their way in getting to know your ring size from your family and friends so that they can buy you the expensive jewelry or ring needed to propose to you. So when you notice your spouse getting closer and more comfortable with knowing and meeting your family, then it's a sure sign they're ready to up their game and take a major decision in making you their spouse. Number 6. They are concerned about your family genetics and health. An indication your partner is ready to propose to you is when they want to know your family genetic history and your health, blood group, blood type, and general health makeup. This is a sign that he or she is willing to take things seriously and that they are ready to marry you. Knowing your family gene and health history is important to them so they can be assured of having a beautiful life with you without a hitch and problems. Number 7. They spend more time with you. A spouse spending more of his time or her time with you indicates that they're ready to take things to the next level. The moment you realize your spouse or partner begins to spend more and more time with you, then it shows they treasure you more and they're willing to be more committed to making you happy. They're always there for you and always render acts of loving sacrifice just to make you comfortable and happy. They also tend to get more romantic by trying to be there for you all the time. They want you to see them as the best and they are willing to go all out to please you. They show you that their love is unconditional and will be there for you. And because they want to gain your trust so badly, they are willing to be honest and loving in every way possible. 8. They plan to take you on vacation. It is often said that vacations are where proposals for marriages are mostly being made. The moment your spouse prepares to take you on a big holiday that involves big plans, then it could be a sign that he or she is about to propose to you. They plan big lavish gifts for you and will take you to places you wished for. All these are done to get you in the mood to accept their proposal and take the next big step together, marriage. Most of the time, they do this with the help of your friends and family, so you can feel comfortable in saying yes. Number 9. They become more committed and responsible. Whenever you begin to notice your spouse is becoming more committed and responsible not only to you, but to others, then it could be a sure sign that he or she is about to propose to you. They become committed to making you happy and they are ready to sacrifice their time and effort to please you. They also become attentive to little details about you and others and take responsibility for your needs, most especially financially and emotionally. These signs of commitment and responsibility show that they are ready to up their game in becoming a good husband or a wife and are ready to be a good parent to their children when eventually they are born. It is important to note that you need the guidance of God in getting to accept any marriage proposal. It means you're accepting to commit yourself to that one person in love, trust, and loyalty forever till death do you apart. When someone proposes to you, don't be in a hurry to accept or turn down the proposal. Rather, you must pray about it and ask the Holy Spirit to guide you in making the right decision.